welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. We're brought to you by Lions Nation Unite. And it wasn't a good start to the new year for the Detroit Lions on Sunday. But to you and yours, Happy New Year, everyone. We're going to look at this game. The sun guy, he shined bright out there in the rain in Seattle. That was about the only bright spot of the game, pretty much. But we'll look at that. Then, we got to look at the offense with my man, LL Cool Torrance. And then the defense with the defensive line coach, Coach Mike. And then, I got to give you my bossed up, ball out, and balled on players of the game. That's a whole bunch of them dudes for Sunday. Yeah. But before we start the show, let me kick it over to the next man of the crew. Y'all know him. The ladies love him. My man, LL Cool Torrance. What's up, my guy?
What's up, Prowl Nation, and good morning.
All right. And then we got the man who says it was his chest, Mr. One-Hitter Quitter, the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. Who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're going to start this Monday morning off by kicking it over to our man, Curt.
All right. The sun god shine on the otherwise dark and soggy day in Seattle. Amon-Ra St. Brown continues to set Detroit Lions wide receiver rookie records. Tim Boyle struggled against the energized Seahawks secondary, man. That dude's picked him off 3 times, and they all led to Seattle scores. Detroit run game was bottled up against that stingy Seahawks defense. And the other side of the ball, Aaron Glenn's group started out strong, man. They forced a punt after Austin Bryant's sack of Russell Wilson, and that was the only drive the Seahawks didn't score on for the rest of the game. Wow. Rashad Penny, ran all over the Lions for 170 yards and on 25 carries with 3 touchdowns. DK Metcalf had another 3 touchdowns in the passing game. The Lions, however, didn't fall. They were down didn't fold. They were down 31-7 at halftime, but they scored 15 straight points at the start of the third quarter after converting a onside kick. After that, St. Brown touchdown reception. The Lions got within 2 scores, but were not able to get any closer due to turnovers. Tim Boyle tossing them 3 picks. That was a rough day. It was a tough day for the Lions, but as always, they be like Dan Campbell. They gonna fight to the end. Man, I had to say that was watching Seattle go up and down the field. That was a hard thing to watch. Up and down. I was like, man, that was the only. They scored 51 points. They scored on every drive but one. If you look at the box score, they got 1 point. That was it. Sweet Jesus.
Wow.
It was a rough game to watch. But they come out the second half, I was entertained that second half of the game. Coming out, onside kicking, St. Brown doing his thing. But, man, when they started turning that ball over, I'm like, oh, Lord. Here we go. But I would say this. You never know what you're going to get when you watch the Lions because it's always going to be some kind of trick play on special teams or always something that's going to be different. So they're always entertaining to watch. And there was something that came out. They said the Lions are like the best 2-win team like in the NFL because how hard they play and the things they do out there on the field. But you look at this team, Seattle came in pretty healthy. Detroit came in still limping. You coming in with Tim Boyle playing, backup. Look how many people are still out for the Lions. You lose Big V, you lose Michael Brockers, you lose Josh Reynolds. It was just, you had a bunch of backups playing. Sometimes that lack of talent catches up with you. Sometimes effort is not enough. And yesterday, the effort was just not enough going up against a strong Seattle team yesterday.
Yeah. We speaking on that, man. Let's calm this down for a second, okay? And let's just go into reality of what it really was. And our cornerback 4 and 5 starting, our receivers 3 and 4 starting, our backup QB starting, our linebackers 3 and 4 starting, our backup center, our backup right guard, and I don't know who the hell was playing at tight end. So
they had one on the rock. I think it was Pickney or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
They only had one active for the game. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, when you look at that and you take all that into account, then the game really ain't that bad. So I don't know, man. What you got, LL?
No, yeah, that's I like how you put that. That's but that's been like the story for most of our season, honestly, is just look at what we've been trying to win with. But yesterday was a different one, a difficult one. It was, like Curt said, it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? First half wasn't much of that. The defense looked real strong at times. The offense looked okay at times, but overall it just wasn't enough. We got beat by a better team yesterday. Now we can go ahead and win against the Packers. You know, it just sets us up because now I think we are entrenched in that second draft position, so can't get no worse, can't get no better. So we can go out and beat the Packers historically next week. So just a bad game this Sunday.
Yeah, they got it wrapped up. So they wrapped up
bad overall game.
NFC. So
yeah. All right. So if you like the content, man, hey, bless your heart for watching that game yesterday because I was. But if you like the content, and we on that march to 4,000, so get on the bus, Gus, get on the train, man, get on the ride, Clyde, and join us on this march to 4K. We really appreciate you joining the Prowl Nation family, baby. Family discussion topic for today. Do you still feel that the future is bright for the Lions? Now, we ain't talking about this year. We're talking about, beyond this year. Is the future still bright for the Lions? So that's the family discussion topic for today. Leave us a comment down in the comment section. You know how we do it. We pick 6 of them things to read on the next show. So go ahead and leave us a comment. Or if you just want to comment about the show in general, just go ahead and drop us a comment, man. We really appreciate your feedback right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Now it's time to go over and check out what happened on the offensive side of the ball. Y'all know him, man. It's cuffing. It's his favorite time of the year. Cuffing season, baby. It's my man. Torres, what's up? What you got on the offense?
Cuffing season is not my favorite time of the year, but let's take a look at this offense. Of course, our guy Tim Boyle, turned it over 3 times. He had decent passing numbers though. 22 completions for 262 yards. He ran for a big first down too. Threw for 2 touchdowns. One of them with the Taylor Decker, who I haven't fact checked this yet, but who has allegedly more touchdowns on the season than Kenny Golladay.
That is correct.
That's crazy. No diss to Kenny Golladay, of course, because I never had no beef with him. But Swift got a few carries in his return. He got 4 of them and 2 receptions in that return. Jamal Williams got the bulk of the carries, though, 11 carries for 22 yards. The Sun guy led the team with 8 receptions for 111 yards, 2 carries for 23 yards. I believe that's wrong, but he including the long touchdown run, but he ended up catching a touchdown as well. We had a Trinity Benson sighting. He had a couple nice grabs. In that one grab, I kind of seen whatever they might have thought they saw in him. I said, okay, maybe, just maybe, maybe not worth giving up them draft picks for him, but he looks like he's capable. He looks like if he's able to be out there, he's going to be a capable receiver. We also had Kadero Hodge with 5 grabs for 76 yards with a real nice 42-yard grab that got us in scoring position. All in all, it just wasn't enough. We had a lot of penalties on some of them on my guy, Panay Sewell. At least there were aggression penalties, just getting out there holding and things like that. But in that one hole, it was led to a big run or a nice run to have it, though. So once again, all in all, just wasn't enough. Shout out to Seattle's defense. They did a very good job in their game plan against us. But, of course, if you like this content, go ahead and like this video, like the page, subscribe, leave us comments down there, and visit the website as well. What do we have next?
All right, the D-line coach himself, man. I want you to tell me what in the hell was wrong with the Lions defense yesterday. Who?
Coach Jones. Okay, man. But the problem was 41 carries for 264 yards. That's a 6.4 yard average per carry. That was everything. And Rashad Penny had 25 of those carries for $170 and 2 touchdowns. So yeah, man, those 2 touchdowns, 170 yards from Rashad Penny was just too much. It's just way too much, man. And for as bad as Seattle Seahawks offensive line was, they only gave up 1 sack. 1 sack. That was not expected. When we think about how our D line had came on those last 3 games, that was just not expected at all. And Austin Bryant, milk cart man from last year or the last 2 seasons, had that 1.
That's Curt, homie.
But yeah. I expected a lot of Austin Bryant too, man. So I'm glad they got that sack. But the DK Metcalf catching those 3 touchdowns, he didn't have a Jamar Chase type of game, okay? Because Jamar Chase went bananas. But DK Metcalf did have 3 touchdowns on 6 receptions. So that really is all in all, man. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop DK in the end zone. And I mean, basically that lead to 51 points. And we only stopped them 1 the whole game. Curt let me know that was that first drive. So I mean, ain't nothing else to say, man. We just didn't. It just wasn't there today.
Yeah, it was not there. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. If you want to get yourself some Prowl Nation gear, I'm rocking that Prowl Nation shirt today. Go over to Detroit Lions on the Prowl, lionsontheprowlshop.com. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear. You know what I'm saying? To be pretty part of that Prowl Nation family, baby. We appreciate that, because if you subscribe to the channel, go ahead and get you some gear, so you can rock and support us and display your Prowl Nation pride. But now it's time for the boss up, ball out, and balled on players of the game. All right, so y'all already know, y'all already got to share quickly. Who is the boss up player of the game? We gave his stats. Let's get him right quick. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 receptions, 111 yards, 13.9 yard average, and with 1 touchdown. 31 was his long catch on 11 targets. So pretty good day for him. 2 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. He did lose yards on the carry. That's why the long was 26, but he lost 3 yards on his other carry. All right, now St. Brown is the first Lions wide receiver to run for a touchdown since Calvin Johnson back in 2007. That was back when you got to remember that touchdown. He was wearing that old was that the color rush or the black uniform that we had back in the day? So that was when Calvin Johnson did that. My other guy is Taylor Decker, 1 reception, 6 yards, and a touchdown. His 2nd receiving touchdown in his career. Honorable mention, Austin Bryant with the only sack for the Lions defense.
So wait. That's why I don't necessarily believe it. He only caught 1 touchdown on the season, Taylor Decker did.
Taylor Decker caught 1 touchdown on the season. Kenny Golladay has not scored a touchdown.
That's what I was going to say. Kenny Golladay ain't scored 1. That's crazy.
Does not have a passing reception touchdown all year long. Kenny Golladay does not have a touchdown reception at all. All right, so here we go. The balled on players of the game. Could Uncle Timmy step to the podium for his 22 of 37, 267 yards, only a 7.1 yard average for the game. He had a couple touchdowns, but he got 3. He tossed 3 interceptions, man. You got to be colorblind. But did you not know white from green? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know what that was. All right, and then the Lions defense as a whole gave up 497 yards, pretty much 500 total yards of offense, and 51 points. Only forcing 1 punt during the whole game on the first series. It started off bright, but man, it was doom and gloom for the rest of the day for that Lions defense. though that whole defense as a group got balled on yesterday. When you can't stop the team for the whole game, you got. I can't even pick out one player to just say that he got burned. He got burned.
Game.
Everybody got. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a turn on the burn train yesterday, boy. Everybody was getting toasted up. So the whole defense as a whole, Aaron, Glenn, you in there too. We're going to go ahead and sit you in the middle. The whole defense got balled up yesterday. So those are your balled out and balled on players of the game for this week. Hey, it's the new year. So a sales are going on. So go over to fanatics.com. They got some good sale items right there. You can check it out. The link's in the description. Get yourself some gear from Fanatics. If you ain't getting, now it's time to switch over. Maybe get yourself some Red Wings gear or something like that. Some Pistons gear. They're having a rough season too. But get yourself some gear over there at fanatics.com, man. But I know we're going to always rock our Lions gear regardless. So if you're still going to rock your Lions like I do, go over to fanatics.com. Links in the description. And a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. Now it is time for us to do what? Zip our lip, baby, and see what you guys had to say about yesterday's show. It is time for the comment cards, baby. Let's go ahead and get these things going. All right, first up, we have Student of the Options Game. Now, I've heard of some interesting names, but that takes the cake. All right, so it's all about the offensive line play. We emphasize a great line so we can plug and play any running back they want. That didn't work yesterday, but the line came up with an average running back looks good, good running backs look great, and great running backs elite. Well, we met an elite run defense yesterday because they showed
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for that comment. Geo Raider says, ride the hot hand and use multiple back sets. Get the defense guessing on what's coming between the tackles, off the edges, or passes out the back. Yeah, would have been a good game plan, but, it happened how it happened.
Mm-hmm. Law firm of Joseph Murdoch says, Seattle weather for Sunday is going to be cold and wet. I hope the game plan is run the ball, yikes, and stick to running the ball. I picked the game as a win for the Lions. If they can get the run game going and not put pressure all on Goff, who he didn't play, they might pull off a win. Rockers is on the
You can't play COVID list.
Oh, it's on the COVID list. I just signed up right there. So Levi will have an opportunity to shine at home and have a big game. Go Lions. P.S. The same ref that called the TD back on CJ in Seattle when the ball got punched out after across the end zone will be calling the game. You had to do some research for that one, buddy.
Yeah, the ref that was the head ref was the head ref yesterday, but the back judge that was supposed to call that up filed was not on that crew anymore. He's somewhere else. Yeah, so I did my research on that one too. King yesterday says, try to give each back their chance to run the ball. If one of them showing sign of a hot hand and their plays are working, keep riding with the hot hand until it doesn't work anymore. It didn't work at all with any of the running backs yesterday. we will see what happens in Seattle. Happy New Year's, Detroit Lions in the Prowl. Hey, we appreciate that, King SJ. Happy New Year to you as well.
Happy New Year's to you, King SJ. Dapolos, if I'm pronouncing that right, says Swift shouldn't play. With that being said, when do we speak on the fact Swift is always injured? I agree. Well, I said that he shouldn't play, but I believe I think it was somebody said on the free for all Friday that he might have wanted to play, and I can understand that a little bit. They didn't give him a whole big load, so I'm not that upset about it. But and it says this answers the question: when do we speak on Swift always being injured? I'm not so sure that he's always necessarily injured. He may be hurt, but I'm not sure if he's injured all the time. I think they may just be preserving him for when we could actually use him.
Yep, I believe that as well.
I hope so.
With this new coaching staff, they're kind of tricky with the injuries. They don't let guys just go out and play.
Right.
Hopefully. Bill Kowski says, I hope the off follows MCDC's philosophy. Our best on your worst mismatch mindset. They didn't. It would be awesome to see. It would be awesome to see a two-back set with Williams and Swift, with Swift splitting out to create a mismatch in the linebackers. Let's get Swift going and spell him with Reynolds. Williams on third down with the 83% chance of rain, heavy dose of a three-headed monster on the ground. Lions roll 21-17. Happy New Year, man. That's a good wish, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, buddy, that was a really good wish.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for those comments. Of course, throughout the show, leave those comments down in the comment section. We picked 6 of them to be on the next episode. So we're gonna go ahead and slide from there and transition to everybody's favorite segment, and that is the dessert with your man Curt.
All right, so Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Football special is still rolling. You get 4 logos, 4 helmets, and 4 footballs of your favorite team for $35. The link is in the description. You can go over and check her out at Delightful Bites on Facebook, or you can get your mouth watering by checking them out on Instagram or TikTok, or you want to email her directly for an order. It's delightfulbites18@gmail.com. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Happy birthday to Justin May. He is a friend of the show. We hang out with him over there on Live Nation Unite as well. So happy birthday, young fella. We want to wish you those heartfelt wishes and hope you have a wonderful day on your birthday today. All right. So the guy, the man, the myth, he is the sun god. St. Brown is really racking up these records. He set an NFL rookie record for most consecutive game with at least 8 catches, as he now has accomplished that feat in five straight games. Man, that is killing it. All right, he has 82 catches on the season. That sets an NFL record for a rookie that was not taken within the first 3 rounds of the draft. Man, he is also the first, I believe, the first Lions receiver besides Calvin Johnson with that run, I think since 1955. He's the first rookie wide receiver since 1955 to have a touchdown catch and a touchdown run in the same game. I mean, we're looking at history, and I mean, that dude is killing it. So shouts out to the sun god, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is doing his thing, and he is proven to be the steal of the draft at the wide receiver position. And shout out to Jamar Chase on that day yesterday, man. I mean, he was going Flipper Anderson on that thing yesterday. So I got to give him his shout to, because I don't know what that was or who Kansas City was not. I mean, they just not let that dude open. I mean, he was not covered the whole game. I mean, Will.
No, he was not.
Yeah, but congratulations to those young fellas, man. But of course, the sun god is doing his big in the Detroit. Well, excuse me, in the D. So, we look forward to big things from him. And like I said, I'm seeing what Brad Holmes was talking about when he was nudging Sheila Ford Hampton. We got the steal of the draft right here at the wide receiver position. So now it's time for us to go ahead and take that walk on over to the Wall of Fame. We got the Midwest Lion, the Latino Leo, Brian Stover hanging out with us. Q, Doug Prince 72, and he is the king of everything. He is the everything king. For our self members, we got Nomis J, Batman of the 313, Mr. Scotty the Bear, Shannon Peck, and Gold Lions. For our gold members, we got Michael Huck, Bob Korowski, the Tornado. We got Miles Gibbs, just in the D, and the Doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button down in the description. Now, this one's not free or $3.99 free like the other one, but it costs you a little bit of cheddar, but you get a little extra perks with this one. So go ahead and check it out in the description. Now it is time for our final thoughts for today's show. I'm gonna kick it to the coolest man on the crew first, LL Cool Torrance.
Well, my final thoughts on this beginning of the week, first day. Well, Happy New Year as well. Beginning of the first work day for most on of the 2022. But a couple things come to mind. One of them, I believe our guy Jim read the quote back then, but somebody compared the Lions to the watch out, they're a little crazy team of the NFL, and I truly believe that's what it looked like yesterday. When things look completely lost, we pulled some tricks out of a hat, and made some things work, onside kicks, different little things going on, and at least made the game interesting, and like we said, made it entertaining because it wasn't for a long time. So, shout out to Jim for that, and shout out to whoever. I don't remember who the quote was from, but shout out for that quote.
It was an article. Yeah, it was an article.
Yeah,
I found it. Yeah.
And I had something else, but I forgot it. But shout out to everybody out there. Happy New Year, and let's make it a good one.
I just want to say Happy New Year, first of all, to everybody. And it was rough yesterday, but you gotta remember one thing, people. We had the backups to the backups to the backups playing, and it finally caught up to us. So when it's all said and done, you look at what's going on, man. We good, man. We had a game where our backups to the backups played like backups to the backups. So don't sweat it. It's one more game. We're probably gonna go out and get a win versus Green Bay. So, hey, Lion fans, we good.
Okay. All right. My final thoughts for today's show is definitely, you look at it, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes the talent, the effort is going to catch up with you with the lack of talent, and it's just caught up with us yesterday. Playing Green Bay next week, tough game because they have not clinched the number one position for the playoffs.
They did last night, didn't they? Or no?
Did they clinch the number one seed?
I thought they did with the win.
I think so because they already beat the Rams, so they got the tiebreaker. So yeah. I think that's what it is. So yeah, so they may shut some people down. Hey, we might get that win next week, but I'll take it, man. I'm gonna watch my Lions. I'm gonna ride with them till I die. What is that? Win, lose, or tie? I'm a fan till I die. So I'm always gonna ride with the Lions.
I like that.
How it goes down. I think the future's gonna be bright. You're looking at it, what we have, and if you can get these guys playing this hard and their backups to their backups to their backups. Once we start getting some more talent in here and keep some guys healthy, we'll be all right going into the future. So that's my final thoughts. A happy New Year as always. And again, happy birthday to my man Justin May over there, man. He does big things. So go over there and check him out on the Lions Nation Unite. He's I think it says Justin May Obsessed Lions fan. So go over and check him out in his profile on Lions Nation Unite. So the work week has started. The grind is going on. The week of the new year has started, Sam. So start this thing off right. And I have to say, like my man Luke G said, don't wait till New Year. So if you want to do something, you can do a resolution to get something done any time of the year. So I don't want to say New Year, New You, New Day, New You. That's if you want to change something, go ahead and change it anytime you get ready. But the grind is now. So grind hard, play hard, work hard, and then when you get a chance, man, vacate hard because you need it. You got to take it. You got to take the time when you need it and spend the time with your loved ones. And you know what you got to do. Crumbs off your face, finish your drink, and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.